Well, Mark, I've been in the United States for 5 days now, and let me tell you, it's been a real baptism of fire. A fascinating day in American politics today. We are witnessing a first in American history. Not since the founding of the Republic in 1776 has a House Speaker been ousted by his own conference. Now, the chamber of the House of Representatives was the stage for a lot of political infighting today. It fell to Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, the man who put forward this motion to try and persuade his colleagues to oust Kevin McCarthy, and it seems that he has done just that. Earlier today, Kevin McCarthy said, if keeping the government open and paying our troops was the right decision, if I have to lose my job over it, then so be it. And it turns out he has done exactly that. Now, Kevin McCarthy could only lose 4 of his conference, and he lost a total of 8, meaning that a slim fraction of the Republican Party has now derailed their party's agenda in the House, at least for the next few days. Now, looking to project the House Republicans as disorganized, Democrats sided with the far-right fringe of that party, who are more than happy to oust Kevin McCarthy. They refused to have any discussions and rather just sat back and let the Republicans do their own warring. Now, the House now has no Speaker. Kevin McCarthy had an ally called Patrick McHenry, who is acting as interim House Speaker, but effectively the business of the House is now frozen until a new Speaker can be voted upon. We don't know when that vote is going to happen, and more importantly, we don't know who that person is going to be. Right now, it's very difficult to imagine anybody getting the 218 votes needed to be able to rule the House of Representatives. What is known is that after months of a divided conference, Kevin McCarthy is no longer the leader of the House Republicans.
There are many questions, Fraser, many questions. One wonders how quickly a new House Speaker can be elected, given how long it took to get McCarthy into place. I think you alluded to that just a few moments ago. One wonders why his party was so much set against him, certainly that caucus within the party, a far right-leaning caucus, we're told, leaning against him. But also the Republicans, why didn't they choose to back him? Give us a sense of what happened there.
Ultimately, the Democrats had no appetite to save Kevin McCarthy. He spent the last 9 months of his speakership playing both sides, trying to appease the far right, but also reaching across the aisle. And the Democrats, at the end of the day, decided that they just simply don't trust him. They cite numerous reasons, some of them being that he criticized Donald Trump over the January 6th riots, but then defended him. He also went forward with a spending and a debt ceiling plan with Joe Biden, and that ultimately he reneged on, which is why we almost had that government shut down just last weekend. And then he tried to blame the Democrats for that almost shut down. And just before that happened, he also opened an impeachment inquiry into Joe Biden in a last-ditch effort to try to appease that far-right fringe of his party. So the Dems ultimately thinking that McCarthy has made his own bed, and at the end of the day, there is an election coming up in 1 year's time, and the Democrats think that the Republican infighting for them looks very good as people head to the polls.